So, well, there is a point that, I mean, the SimNow part you can get either through AMD in an open form or through AMD in a more NDA form. And if you're interested about the COTSon interfaces and sampler and everything we talked about today, we've actually recently started to have ways to open this for research collaboration with academia and others. We have there are a few universities that have started working with us. And what you currently get is the SDK you were showing, SimNow, and a few examples. But you know, we would be open to enhance the interfaces if there's anything that you want to do specifically and that we think it's also important for us, for example. But in general, I think we recognize the value of the tool being used by a larger community and the fact that the larger community will start contributing more technology to it. So we are starting to open this up to leverage more open innovation. So if you are interested, then you should get in touch with us. There is currently no just click download method. We'd like to still mostly to keep things under a little more control and understanding to understand who's using it and what they're doing with it. But we're definitely be open to any research use of the tool. Any question? Anything else?
So you're releasing open source code?
No, open doesn't mean open source.
Right.
It means that there's currently an SDK for which the interface is a source level interface. I don't mean the SimNow SDK, the COTSon SDK,
right.
For which, I mean, you have examples and it's something where you can actually write your own modules. I mean, I showed how you can write a very simple timer.
We can have timers, samplers, and other stuff that it's open, but we are open. So we are open to open whatever people ask. But we cannot open everything because we don't have the rights to open SimNow, for example. So we have to stop short of whatever. And we also want to keep control of lots of stuff. So if we know that nobody is interested in one particular app, we prefer to have the freedom to change internally whatever. But if someone says, we open samplers and timers so that people could, well, basically because we talk to people interested in samplers and timers. But if someone says, oh, I'm more interested in this feedback, or I'm interested in having this feature, maybe we don't know it for you, but we put it in there because many of the features that people have interest in are things that we are interested in putting in. So if somebody really says, oh, I want to do research on that part, we can start something up and then open an interface for them, and they can have the freedom to do whatever they want. Because we believe that is good for us also. If we get people interested in using this tool, that is very profitable for ourselves.
So yes, I think we're open for any type of interaction, be it someone just using the tool or someone who wants to work with us and we'll, extending the API.
Now, if you put together any package or something that people can get from you or now?
Yeah, no, we have everything. We don't want to put it out just for everyone to grab. We just want to, right now, do it on a one-to-one basis.
Right.
It doesn't mean that you have to sign any specific license or anything like that. You just need to be aware of some.
Yeah, well, you have to have the license
restrictions and what we're giving you and whatever. But that's common. I mean, even like Simple Scalar has one open license, it's a commercial license actually. So.
Well, and our downloadable one, our public one has a click-through license.
Yeah, yours is a click-through license, but right now we're not going that direction. Yeah. First want to understand whether there is enough interest. And then we'll
to be honest, we would like to have a small group of people interested in. So we have a couple of universities we have shown interest, and we have had in other projects we've seen people that there's lots of people that if you put a click through, they will go click through, they will ask you lots of questions and never use it. because we basically just want to know if the tool is good for them. And we are a very small team, and we don't have the bandwidth to answer lots of things for people that are not interested. So we would like to have people say, no, I would really, first of all, know about it. And once I know it, if I commit to it, I would like to have support from your side. So if we really know the person and someone comes to us, so we talk to a lot of people in IP, and we talk to universities in the US, and some people are really interested. And if we know the person, or we probably would feel better giving something to them, knowing that eventually they are going to not waste our time.
Right. So we're looking at, initially we're looking at a selected group of partners, that might be interested in investing a little more time in that, perhaps helping us, disseminate this further. We have identified some, we're not quite ready yet to announce it, but it's possible that there are some U.S. universities that will act as a front end to other people to be a first line of support. That it?
Yeah.
I have one other question, something I'm curious about is, you said you integrate basic sim into COTSon. How long did it take you to do that? More or less.
I use it in very little time.
Not much time. They have a very good interface. It's not very difficult to integrate. Now they have, this is version 3.0, and they have released version 4.0 like 1 month ago, and they completely changed the interface. So it will take for a couple of weeks to create a new version. It shouldn't take much. Just
Weeks.
The interface.
Weeks.
And
Yeah, weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the disk interface is very, very simple. I want to read this, I want to write that, and there's a couple of types of reads, a couple of types of writes. So it's very simple to put a model around it. CPU models are a little bit more complicated, because most simulators around, at least the ones I know, tend to want to do everything. So unless you work with them, if you get simple scalar and put it inside, which we kind of do, you can, because I am assuming you are all from universities. We cannot do it because we are a company, but if you wanted to get COTSon from us and get simple scalar and use it yourself, you could. You could do it very quickly, assuming that simple scalar models one CPU with all the memory and everything. If you wanted to get our memory modules and build hierarchies of memories and all that kind of stuff, that's more complicated. Because then you would have to change not only the way you send stuff to simple scalar, but you will also have to change the way simple scalar talks to memory, and so it depends on the model. So I think that the first version of VLC, I used to put it very quickly, but then when we wanted to change the memory hierarchy for ours, it took a little bit more time. That depends. Some people are not interested in using our memory modules. They may think that their own tiny infrastructure is better, or they want. Some people may only want to have a very simple timer, simple in order timer from us, and put their own memory hierarchy there, and they're not really interested in CPU.